I'm attorney Joey Franks, the big man with Big Man Law in Jackson, Mississippi, and we're back with Judge Simpson today. We have two wonderful defendants who appeared in front of him, and they're special. I like it. The first guy, bless his heart, he tries, he works for it. I'm not going to give it away. Watch it. We'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Court does call the case. People versus Carrie Dillard.
On behalf of Mr. Dillard, Carrie, would you state your name for the record once you're at the podium? Carrie Dillard. Judge, I'm asking that I'm representing him on both matters. We're asking that this be set for exam.
Discovery is complete on both matters.
I believe so.
Do people have their witnesses available on both cases July 2nd?
Judge, may I address bond briefly?
Okay.
Mr. Dillard is the sole provider of, he's got 4 kids, ages 2 to 13. He would like to get back to his job at construction. He could live with his mother in Belleville. He will have no contact with the victim, who is the mother of the 4 kids. That being said, Your Honor, we're asking that the court reduce the $25,000 bond, which I believe set in both cases substantially. We'd ask that PR bond released if need be.
Judge, these are cases that happened within a day from each other. On June 9th, the same victim. The 13-year-old child was present. She was the one that actually called 911 in this case. There are obviously serious allegations involving a weapon that he brandished during the DV situation. So I believe bond is reasonable. We had originally asked for a $100,000 bond each case. $25,000 bond was granted. So we have to keep the same.
Judge, just very briefly, it's almost the same incident, Your Honor. Again, I'm not minimizing 2 charges, but it just carried over to the next day. And I believe the weapon was licensed to the victim. All that being said, Judge, we're asking that he be able to support his kids.
Defendant's motion for bond reduction is denied. Bond will continue. Preliminary examination will be set July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington.
This from the heart. Judge, I know you've made your decision, but my client is asking me to ask you again. He promises not to have contact with the victim. But I'll be, whatever you're going to say. What are you going to say?
Judge, I know you all know me, and the situation at hand, I just go backwards. I made a lot of strides through here. Not be in this position. I worked real hard not to even be coming back to this situation. If you can just grant me house arrest, or something, I'll be in jail. It's like
Here's what I know, and you're right, I don't know you. Here's what I know. The allegations that have come before the court is that there is a domestic violence situation which precipitated itself or continued into another day and involved a firearm. That's what I know.
You're not.
It didn't. It never involved.
Judge, for what it's worth, a firearm was found. There was no evidence that a firearm was pointed at anybody. It's just that a firearm was found, which
is it was brandished.
Oh,
Judge, I don't believe that at all.
It was found.
It was simply found that the weapon was licensed to the victim.
My ruling stays.
I'm sorry?
My ruling stays.
Thanks, Judge.
Oh, you want me to change it?
Oh,
I will do more than that if you want me to.
Thank you, Judge. We appreciate it.
Yes, I'm serious. Dead serious. Are you serious? No, he's lucky I had water because that could have gotten bad. Thank you, Ann.
All right. So the guy was trying to get a bond, and I've had this happen before where you lose a request in front of a judge and the client's grabbing your coat sleeve saying, try one more time, try one more time. And you're going, it's not going to get any better. You're just going to piss everybody off. But okay, we'll ask. And I've never had a judge change their mind whenever I told a client that's not going to work out any better the second time than it did the first time. And as you can see, it didn't really work out. This guy. But it gets a good E for effort. And speaking of E for effort, if you are enjoying these videos, take the effort and subscribe. It means the world to us. Like, comment, tell us your thoughts, whether you like something, whether you don't like something. If somebody's doing something dumb one way or the other, let us know. If you like the way Judge Simpson rolls, tell us about it. And speaking of Judge Simpson rolling, we got a second one for you, and we saved the best for last on this one.
Court calls case People versus Joseph Taylor. Whenever they want to bring that up, we'll deal with. He's gone again.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Andrew Meyer on behalf of Joseph Taylor. Mr. Taylor, could you state your name for the record?
Joseph Taylor.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is time and date set for probable cause conference. This time we're asking the court to set this for the next available preliminary exam date.
Discovery is complete.
My knowledge.
People had their witnesses available the second.
Yes, Chairman.
Preliminary examination will be set July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. That is in person before Judge Washington.
I wanted to address bond for his.
Yes, go ahead.
He has been contacting the victim.
I'll just go.
In this case, I'm also asking you to report his jail phone call privileges. He's made he's called her 195 times.
What?
Yes. And
Did you say 195?
yes.
Oh.
And even one of the calls, he said, email the judge and the prosecutor and the lawyer. And that day we received the email from the victim.
All right, that's a lie.
Stop.
That's a fucking lie.
Hey,
Oh, no, we're not going to say that here. Phone privileges are hereby ordered revoked.
Okay.
Defendant's bond is set at no bond.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, he's now in contempt. That's 93. Anything else?
I think at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna need an order. Contempt. You got 93 on that. His bond's been revoked. It's 0, and he's got a preliminary examination. Good luck, Judge Washington.
Here's the problem with somebody being held in jail. Everything you do is tracked. They know when you had breakfast, they know when you had dinner, they know when you had supper, and they know when you made 195 phone calls like this guy did to the defendant. They record them, for Pete's sake. So free tip: if you're ever arrested and you need to make a phone call, you need to literally say, "Hey, honey, go to the sock drawer and get the cash out and come bail me out," and that's it. But again, this guy, you can talk yourself into a lot more trouble than you would talk yourself out of. And this guy walks right into a contempt of court, drops a nice F-bomb. It's a lie. And you know they're sitting there with the call logs on this all day, every day. And Judge Simpson, he doesn't play around. The guy bought him a nice little vacation or staycation, if you want to look at it that way, at the Gray Bar Motel. But anyhow, I've had a great time with y'all tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. Be safe.